of the achievements, let me say, most countries say, unya kwan say utu kwan wo even ebibimemu ha ayemwa yenya kwan yetu kwan kakra yatna amanfo froso kakra no, especially within sub-Saharan Africa. Enipa bebre look up to Ghana, na enipa bebre hu Ghana as a role model. Inti de me pesa me kan say eba se ye amanyosem na se ye kan about economy a Mr. Bebre, irrespective of the political party or your political affiliation, let's try and speak to facts. Facts. Let's respect facts. Let's not undermine facts. Me and Fanny said economics and statistics is any ordinary business.
No,
it's not true. But to understand it, anyhow it was generated, it's a whole ball game. The figures don't just arrive by itself. It comes as a result of excessive work and effort. Say the figures 5.3 at 5.3 no economic indicators of Bruni can say you're picking from both the micro the macro level any yakika boom any who say ye share ye dwuma dia ye dia na say ye hwe ye mpuntu dwuma ye dia ni enkoso no say ena eko eno no sa percentages ni hu enye enuma bi a yemfa ne say obi na aboni trimoka na ade ba akwaso me sa kan se na mako Dr. Bomia lecture say me say usha lecture na I had the privilege to be there because I listened to the lecture because I was very much interested in it, I listened to the lecture. Na ade ba akwa I was impressed me say for every data he provided he quoted a source.
Okay.
He quoted a source,
right.
Either from the World Bank, either from the UN, either from World Oil Petroleum Price.com. He quoted all the sources and Mr. Ufa a 74-page speech in this national etc. You see, say each and every data has its source. Into the mechanic say, as people as we are, if you doubt anything that he said, and I say if you want to rebut anything that he said, you cross-check and you come up with the requisite data. You don't just sit, hallucinate, exaggerate, and say things. And in fact, on my speech, yes, we may disagree based on our political leanings. Obi pay A, Obi pay B, Obi pay C, and it's up to people to make that choice. But what I'm saying as an economist is that when it comes to facts and figures, let's respect it. Let's not take it for granted because say I'm say Egbe, say any MPP in our power, let's say party A and party B and our power. So what can we achievements are? You have nothing to rely on but this data na and maybe a whole rubbish. It is the very data that you are going to rely on. Say you beside so buy your day and why you have unemployment. You are going to quote the same data na and what to our rubbish said you nyansen mono. And don't I to so maybe buy an AB a 4.1%, 4.1% as is and maybe a member between actors so there may be a 2.2%. And the same data that I make reference to. And if you make reference to that data at that time, how should we take you? Should we also take you that what you are saying is senseless, excuse me, quote unquote? So that is a caution I am sending to everyone who tries to engage in economics. Let's respect data and facts. That young Dr. Asama or Kanemi said before Obe started, he premised his lecture on 11 questions. The first one will be what has happened to the economic fundamentals. The economic fundamentals is weak. Now, whether I say a weak or whether I say it's not weak, let me say okay. Now, from my own independent perspective, let's look at the economic fundamentals. I wouldn't want us to go strictly by what Dr. said. We are toning a political line in here. Now let's look at what the fundamentals was. Now first of all, I want us to look at a year interest rate and as a key policy rate in Ghana. Now I would want us to compare a year late President Mills time. What the policy rate was. Now we have a pick President John Mahama as to take the fourth. Me fanning free 20 to be the free 2013 because I want your trouble man in what were the policy rates? Now you say nanado so be picking what were the changes. Now yankasa we make our own conclusions. And this is data that I'm not referring to Dr. Babinyoze, but I'm referring to data that is provided online everywhere that you can easily Google and have access to. And there's a year these key economic indicators are from 2009 tama a year omanpenyi dada when you baby call a omanpenyi mills ebefo akunyana. And me say before to tama obefo akunyano to say near na ye baako kanu. Now policy rate, and as a lending rate ya na a big problem or Ghana pa. A year prior to 2000 we have policy rate hovering over 35+% in Ghana. Let me say a year omanpenyi befo akunyano. Omanpenyi kofo befo akunyano. I wouldn't want to talk about the statistics, but as a time office a year omanpenyi late omanpenyi John Atamel so be so akunyene na the policy rate was around 17% as at 2008. And any idea back Ghana for me person ye channel some as at the time omanpenyi John Ajukum Kufuor AFI office. Now the policy rate was at 17%. 17%. From over 30-something%. Now, Omatumi I manage the about 17%. Now, Omanpenyi Evans, late Evans Atamils Befa Akunyan. In 2009, the policy rate jumped slightly echo 18.50%. Now, Tama, me say, oh, Fimunon sono. Now, the policy rate was somewhere around 15%. Now, me say, also, it me idea, it me policy rate so almost be as 300 percentage points or pick it from 18%. Now, oh, fan of Brea, a year Omanpenyi John Evans
Atamils, if so,
yes.
Now, John Mahama.
Eba taking
over.
Yes, as I'm making. Oh, fan sa a Brennan Swa. The mechanics tama Omanpenyi John Omanpenyi John Dramani Mahama. Ofi akunyano sono. Na your policy rate nam around 20%.
Debi apija
akuduno. Sene mechanic tama Omanpenyi John Evans Atamils Efimono. Na etumi aba from around 15%. But tama ono obeso akunyano within his period, the 4-year period na Ofi Makono, now it's hovering almost around 20-21%. So that was our policy rate then when he was leaving office. Now when Nana Akufo-Addo so Ebefa Akunyano, what was the rate? And he said within his first 2 years, the policy rate managed to come down to around 17.5%. Afe policy rate estimate ya ebedru 14.5%. And sana until recently yenyinenim COVID ebaye na the mechanic say adeba ko say woka COVID as my say na Ghana for bebre no enter say ade now say COVID. Na remember 2 examples na ye who say the COVID actually has had a global economic repercussions. Say offer United States of America prior to COVID. Now the policy rate now the United States central government and that's from the US Federal Reserve observer. Now it was almost nearing 0%. But as you and I sit here right now, because of COVID-19 and because of the fact that COVID that banner Russian-Ukraine war, now a new war air cost to fight inflation into or more raise policy rate as it's about 1.75%. And I know Chere will say these economic shocks has had a major effect on the decision of central banks. Into a idea to be end down play. Into any idea one of the critical factors are me say Ghana for so ye beshano and soon ye pa. Na e bia mo nso me ka fundamentals budget deficit. Say ye say sika ye nya na sika ye generating within Ghana in terms of our tax revenue. Ye fire tax revenue ni sika ye nya free within the borders of Ghana. Any as a neoma abine pesa oye revenue just opposed to expenditure. Now what was the deficit? Say utifri ma na ekase ne bedem because normally as we've seen around the world they biano aban sika opese o generate no aya na e wo form esen aban enioma opese oye normally no aban pese oye ana it exceeds or is greater than the revenue generated. And what was our budget deficit? So osha eye 2014 for example, our deficit was 7.81%. In 2015, and it's about 4.01% because at that particular point, you know, and it is very critical I highlighted because this is an independent analysis I'm doing. Some of these changes, okay, just like we are talking about COVID. Now, also this 4.01%, that was the period and Ghana joined the IMF.
Oh, okay, so there were some restrictions.
Yes, there were some restrictions. And between 2014 and 2015 and 2016, 2016 no a strategy no muka krebi ko 6.75%. Wo sha na je say eno so ye election year nti na say aban etumi ye bibi kakra wo ho nti deficit no equal 6.75% in 2016. Now in 2017 na Akufo-Addo ebefo akonya no as at the end of the year 2017 net deficit no active from 6.75% no about 3.97%, which is about 300 percentage point basis reduction in the budget deficit. Now in 2018 it's active from 3.97% about 3.8%. In 2019, Epeja no kakra equal 4.4%. In 2020, and COVID-19, eden ho begim and me say yen on planned expenditure. And at the same time, you know, so okay, the global economy, the economy, and they say you are not generating revenue. In fact, me try there.